Okay, now the first thing to say in the masterclass is you've got to tell the pianist what notes you want the pianist to play to tune to the piano. So Joel, what would you like me to play?
B flat.
Just a B flat. This one? Okay, now why is that not such a sensible thing to just ask for one note? Sure. No ideas? Well, the clarinet's not in tune with itself unless you have an absolutely superb handmade German instrument. You're very unlikely to have a clarinet that actually plays the same pitch throughout its compass. So when you ask the pianist to play you something, ask always for a selection of more than two notes. Three is a good idea, or a chord. So if Joel had said C major, I thought, clever Joel, because he only asks for one note, he's not, even if he gets that one note in tune, he's not guaranteed to get any of the other, necessarily any of the other notes in tune. Well, we're not quite sure whether the note is sharp or flat. And as a player, the way to try and establish that is to slacken or tighten your embouchure and see if things get better or worse. Now, if we go to open G and you start by tightening your embouchure, by squeezing harder, and see if that makes it better. Now start by slackening it until that. Right, now which was better?
The slacking.
Good. He's correctly identified that by playing looser, slacker, he's more in tune. So, to you as the audience, therefore, is he sharp or flat at the moment? Sharp. He's sharp. So he knows how to pull the clarinet out in order to get in tune. And through practice and trial and error, you learn that by how much you're having to slacken, you know how much in millimetres to pull out the barrel. I guess about 2 millimetres, pull out quite a lot. I'll give D minor, because that's what string players like, especially violinists. That's quite a good selection for us, because it's B minor, as long as we have more than 3 notes. 3 or more. Joel, back to the G. It's still slightly... Yes, good answer, so put it out more. Have you got your short barrel on today?
Yes.
Oh dear. Where's your long barrel? Could save a lot of time.
Okay.
Okay, put your long barrel on and save a lot of time.
Down there.
Yeah. Joel's fortunate, he's got Selma recycled
There's about
barrels.
1,000 barrels in there, so.
And, you know, high-end professional clarinets like the Selma Recycle often supplied with 2 different length barrels. Sadly, Buffet R13s, which I aren't, so you have to buy them. I'm just playing the G. Yeah. See, the manufacturer knows best, that's quite well in tune now. So now the C. Everything's sweet, well done, John. That's good. So, when you're ready, John. Sound a little bit more lively. It's marked allegro animato, which means fast and lively. Light also, but is to make the tongue really delicate there. Okay, not too heavy. That doesn't mean not support, but try and keep that tongue nice and light. The other thing is, can we try a bit quicker? Do you think that's possible? Yeah, because it would make it sound a little bit more like a scherzo. It's not really a scherzo, it's actually a gavotte. It's a sort of take on an ancient dance, but it's a sort of scherzo in the context of this sonata. Sonata. Do we know the Saint Saens Sonata? It's a very unusual sonata. It's got 4 movements. Normally a classical sonata will only have 3. So this second movement acts as a counterweight to an extremely gloomy third movement, which luckily John isn't going to play. I'm not that fond of that. Okay, John, so a bit quicker, and then think about lightening the staccato. And the other thing maybe you could do is play a little bit more dynamics where you've got the crescendos. Yeah? So the whole thing just comes alive a bit more. Okay? From the top. Okay, I'm rushing, I know, but try again. And really try for a faster tempo. Try instead. Push it. So, well done, but that would apply there as well to the staccato, wouldn't it? You could make it light by going, not the long. I know I was telling you already to time long earlier today, but it's not really appropriate here. Okay? Try one time. Listen to the piano here, John. That's what I'm doing underneath your staccatos. Do you think you can match me for length? Yeah? Okay. One more time. Don't go so fast. Do your speed. Good. And how short can you play? Bring that time back to the reed. Well done. Really overdo that crescendo for me. Start really soft on the first F, E, D, go left. I stop now because you see the word crescendo in bar 25. So what does crescendo mean?
Yeah, louder.
And what does it mean? The minute you see crescendo printed, how should you play?
Quiet.
Yeah, and you need to play quiet on the 8th back. So can we go from there?